Welcome back to Black Skies Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Batmobile. This is a 1966 version. So I was out figure hunting at Target and I came across this and I really caught my attention because I've always been looking for a 1/18 scale 1966 Batmobile. It's one of my favorite versions of the Batmobile, and it's kind of your classic one that everybody kind of loves. So looking at this thing in the store, I'm like, okay, well here's the figures hanging on the shelf, and they look like they're 6-inch or your 1/12 scale, and there's like no way, in my opinion, because they were in the packaging, obviously, that these figures are going to fit nicely in this vehicle. And if this is a 1/12 size Batmobile, that thing would be massive, and it more looked to me like a 1/18 scale or maybe a 1/16 scale Batmobile. So here it is. I picked it up and we're going to take a look at this video and see how well the 1/18 scale Batman that I have fits in here. I've watched other reviews on YouTube and noticed that the actual figures that are made by McFarlane do not fit inside here very well. You can stuff them in there, but their heads stick way over the canopies that are on the Batmobile. So I'm hoping to see if my 1/18 scale Batman fits in this vehicle. It'll definitely be a piece I can mark off my list. So join me in this review. We're trying to figure out what kind of scale this is. But I'm telling you, this thing isn't 1/18 scale. It's not 1/12 scale. I'm not sure what scale this is, but yeah. We're big 1/18 scale lovers on this channel, so let's see what happens. So let's start off by just taking a quick look at the packaging here. So on the top, it's a very well opened box. On the top we have the Batmobile classic logo, the Batman classic logo. And we have over here, we have the McFarlane Toys logo. Like I said, you could see this. One thing you want to watch out for if you do find these, you want to check your toy, because of these open boxes, you could get maybe a cracked canopy or scratch up Batmobile. Here's the bottom of the box, DC logo, McFarlane Toys logo, Batmobile here in the center. We have the 1966 Batman logo. Pretty cool. So there's the back of the box that has a bunch of the old kind of style comic book blocked out design showing the Batmobile, and they also available the Batcave, which we're going to be taking a look at too, so look for that video. As I don't think it's 1/12 scale either. It's more leaning towards the 1/18, maybe 1/16 scale. But we're going to take a look at it in our next review. Okay, here's the bottom of the box. There's nothing to see, but I wanted to go ahead and show you guys UPC just in case you guys are looking for this, and that'll help you, call Target and get your copy of this Batmobile. So here is outside the packaging. It looks really nice. So let's take a look at the side. We have the black, obviously, of the plastic of the body of the Batmobile. Then we have the red pinstriping. Then we have the red and white Batmobile logo that's on the side of the door. Fortunately, there is no doors. There's not even like any kind of little detailing and showing off the where the door would be at. It's just a solid piece on the side. On the bottom, we do have some trim, the red trim across the bottom. It's done very nicely though. And then the wheels, we have the silver rims with the Bat logo inside the wheel. And then we have the rubber tires. Looks very cool. So on top of the Batmobile, you can see some more of that red trim here done. We have some silver pipes. We do have the canopies. Here's a look at the interior. So some gear shifts, a little bit of this and that, I guess, on Batman gadgets. Not a whole lot of paint inside. We have fire extinguisher inside. And we have the hood. On top of the car, you can see some of the red trim. Let's spin this thing around here. We'll take a look. One thing you notice, the steering is quite large on this thing. And then on the front here, we have this little device here. So on the very front, this thing is quite big. We have the red trim around the lights, the centerpiece, and around the grills here. That looks very, very, very nice. And then on the rear of the vehicle, you can see that we have the parachute pack here, the thrusters. The unique sculpt work is pretty good on the back. I love how that's done. It looks really nice. On the bottom of the vehicle, there is some sculpt in the rear of the vehicle for the axles. But other than that, it's pretty well flat. We do have rubber tires, which are very cool. On the top, we have that lights and this little detailing here. This thing does roll really good though. Let's see if I can get that to work out for us. Sounds really cool too. I like the sound of that. Like, it sounds sleek. It rolls really nice. So here is the 1/18 scale multiverse Batman that I have, the 1966 version. And this is what he looks like standing beside the car. Now, in generally, this car is a very long car, just the overall design of it. But you can see how he scales beside it. It kind of looks really good. I want to say the car is just a little bit taller than I would probably expect for 1/18 scale. Because this is obviously not meant to be a 1/18 scale, but man, it fits really nicely. But, for example, here's a vintage Stormtrooper, just to show you the scale wise with something else that's like a 1/18 scale. Here is a Fortnite figure that I have with me to give you an idea that these are 1/18 scale. You can see how well they scale together. And this is crazy. Not sure what's going on with McFarlane, because it's like they released those 1/12 scale. I think it was like the Batman, Robin, and the Joker that's available, but then they don't fit in the vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead. First off, we're going to get Batman ready to try. We'll do the passenger side first so we can look. I think these things fit quite well in here. What's nice about this Batman, he has a soft coat goods, so I can tuck it down around him, and he looks fantastic. See if I can get Batman's hands down, because I'm not going to worry about the steering wheel right now. But this is going to be really cool. There's lots of room in there for him. Okay, well that's what he looks like from the side. And there's the top of it. I mean, it's like the seats are... They look bigger than you would think for 1/18 scale, but the figure looks fantastic in there. He sits down behind the canopy. Sits down in there, and you can see, obviously can see out like when he's driving. I mean, that's incredible. So I'm gonna go ahead now. We're gonna swap this thing around, and we're gonna see how well he fits. Now, like I said, the steering wheel is kind of off. I think it is quite large. Now, I don't know, down to specifics about, like, is the 1966 from the... It has been a long time since I've seen this show. Is the steering wheel a larger steering wheel? Is this a scale issue? I don't know. But you can see here he's sitting up against the back of the seat. And that's what he looks like inside there. Kind of looks a little small, but he fits perfectly. You have the room that you would need. Because we're having issues with figures at 1/18 scale to get these, figures that fit in vehicles or mechs or whatever. But that's what he looks like. And that's very, very nice. Do like the overall look of this. I think that we could definitely get make this work for 1/18 scale for sure. Let's see if I can put this Fortnite figure in there. See how well he looks in there, hanging out with Batman. I mean, there's actually feet room in there, but it does not fit. If you watch any other videos on YouTube about these, you can actually see that the 1/12 scale figures, their heads stick up like up here, and it just looks very out of scale. But for me, I think this may work for me because I don't know of any 1/18 scale Batmobile that's, pretty reasonable price. So a Target, I picked this up at Target. It was $29.99 was the retail value, and you can get them on our website if you want one. But I ended up having, like, if you have like Circle, that app for Circle, they had a 25% off one toy a couple days ago, and it might be still going on as of this video. I don't know. So I'm getting this, for like, at $7.50 off. So I got it off on $23 in taxes. So it was a good value for the price that I paid for it. So if you can utilize that little trick with this Red Circle app and save yourself 25% if you want this. So for, like I said, the price I paid, I'm very happy with my purchase. But I'm just really trying to figure out what they're going for here, because the scale for the Batman figures is off. The scale's off tremendously for that, and then this is more leaning, I think, the 1/16 is my best guess. But if you know a lot about your figures, it's almost like if you have 1/18 scale figures, you would want to have a 1/16 scale vehicle to give them enough room, because of the wide range of articulation and the ability to sit in different types of sculpts of different brands, or even let alone any single brand, versus say an O-ring G.I. Joe versus a modern G.I. Joe. The sitting ability, the range is quite different. So having the flexibility to stick your figures in and have the extra room is a good feature to have. So next up, we're going to take a look at the Batcave. If you see the figure standing near like the desk, for example, it looks way off. So we're going to examine that and see what happens, and hopefully the Batcave is more leaning towards 1/18 scale. If it is, I got my 1966 Batmobile, and Batcave looks fantastic on a shelf. But I know for a fact they look terrible with it's not 1/12, because that thing would be massive. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the Batcave review and any other reviews that we do. Please hit that thumbs up for me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so we can build our channel. And don't forget to comment down below if you have any information about the scale of this, or what McFarlane's going for, or if you have any comments. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next review.